Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Okay, welcome to my monthly collected haul, and that has been a long time coming. I know I'm late this month. It is just because I knew that there were 2 packages on the way and they were already in the country, stuck at customs, and I was waiting for them to come through. So I have them, which I do, which is great. Okay, because otherwise it would not have been really worth my time sitting here and filming this video because I didn't have anything really. So yeah, so I'm going to talk a lot with you about my new goodies, which I'm super excited about. Plus I also have to say I'm filming this on the morning that you're seeing this. So this is actually how I look today live. So which is always super exciting for me. I don't know even why, like why would you care, but I do. For me it is exciting that you see me the way that I am today. So I don't know why, it is just really cool for me. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, I know the question will come, so that's why I'm already answering it. I have no idea how I did this. I'm going to try to figure it out and do a tutorial. I think it's really cool. I have no idea. I was distracted, I just did something. So I'm going to try to figure out how I did this, and I can't promise though. I'll try. Alright sweeties, let's go right into it because we have quite a bit to talk about. It's a big box. It's a big box. All right, I love it. I love it when it is like this, you know. It's my thing. So let's start with something that you have already seen here featured on my channel, and that is Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. This is the Envy palette. This was their first release that they came out with. This is how she looks. Of course you've seen it already if you're here. If you're not new here, then you have seen this already on my channel, and also of course the pictures on my Instagram and like social media in general, because these pictures are right now, I think they're right now going live. So anyway, I think 2 of them are live already, or 3. So that is the Envy palette. They have already come out with the Greed palette, and they're sneak peeking the Gluttony palette. So you know, it is, I know that the Greed palette is on the way to me, and I'm super grateful to one of my Australian subscribers, who is Christine, and she also gifted me with this palette, and she also ordered the Greed palette for me. So that is also on the way, and that of course I'll show you then next time. So this is the Envy palette. Of course greens, you know, like there is nothing in the world that I love more than greens. It's just beautiful, and the performance of this palette is absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So just saying, for a first launch of a brand, you know, this is by the way a Australian, I can never get to say this right, Australian-based indie brand, Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. This is an amazing success, if you ask me. So that is that, Lucky Bunny Cosmetics. Then we're moving on to Kovacetti Cosmetics, which is one of my most favorite brands too, which is also a very small brand compared to like bigger brands, but anyway, they came out. I have 2 palettes already. I have the Elysian palette, and I also have the what was it called, the blue one. I can't remember right now. So anyway, I'm gonna put it on the screen which one I mean. So I have already 2 palettes, and this one here, this is the Butterfly Kisses palette from Kovacetti Cosmetics. This I ordered on release because I just had to, because I love the formula of Kovacetti Cosmetics. I love the whole vibe of the brand and everything, like the creativity in the packaging and in everything they do, or she does. So that is the palette. It's a real cutie. Let me just show you. This is so romantic and so sweet, you know. So anyway, and I'm going to be really careful about this because one of the shades got cracked a little bit, and I have not gotten around to repress it. It's not a big deal because it is still in the pan. It's this one up here in the middle. So I'm gonna just show you like this how beautiful this palette is. So I'm going to repress it. It's not a big deal. I mean, I have gotten previously super destructive makeup, and I've always been able to rescue it. So no worries about that at all. So just wanted to show you, this is a beautiful palette that I cannot wait to work with because it is so lovely, so lovely. And you know what, my whole soul and everything is in so much turmoil for so many reasons that I just feel like this is something that is probably just the perfect thing for my soul, you know. So let me just put this back together. I want to put that sheet back in so it doesn't spill. And then I also got, of course, a card with this order, and Olivia, the owner of Kovacetti Cosmetics, she wrote here, Leorah, thank you so much for the continued support. It really means so much to my family and I hope you're well. I am, more or less. Thanks, sweetie. And P.S. I slipped in a small gift, Olivia. So the small gift is this. Just look at that. Just look at that. Isn't that beautiful? I would love to have this like as a pendant or something, or even like as a thing like for right here. Maybe I should wear the palette here. So this is I believe highlighters. These are the shades. Let's see. Queen Victoria, Millicent Fawcett, Marie Curie, and Elizabeth Browning. Okay, so all strong women. This is amazing. I don't know if you can see the shift in those shades. Probably not. Of course, I'm going to dedicate a video to this. This has a purple shift, this has a blue shift, this has a green shift, and this has a golden shift. Just from looking at it, I have not touched those shades. Just from looking at it, this is how I see it, and I think this is so sweet of you. Thank you so much, dear Olivia, that you included this. I mean, you know, everything that sparkles, everything that highlights something on my body is very, very appreciated. So, and this packaging is everything. It is so beautiful, and it just goes so nicely together, you know. It's just the same vibe, and I love stuff like this. So this is Kovacetti Cosmetics. I'm super excited that I finally got this, because I ordered this, I think it was at the end of May when this released, you know. And I just want to explain, because it is not only the pandemic's fault that everything is taking longer. It's not really, I don't want to talk about fault here, it's the wrong word, but forgive me, English is not my mother tongue, but it is the thing, you know. All my orders from America go to my best friend in America. She collects them for me, and then she ships them on to me, which means, of course, everything takes a little bit longer. But on the bright side, I only have to pay for international shipping once instead of every single time. So it is a huge blessing, and sometimes I just have to wait a little bit longer, which is totally fine with me, because, you know, considering where I'm living, I'm used to waiting. So, you know, it's good. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Let me show you something that I got from the UK. This is the Beauty Crop. This is the first time me trying the Beauty Crop. This is a whole collection, the cocktail collection. Is it called? Cocktail Palette Box Set. This is what it's called. I saw this online, and as you know, I'm not against pressed glitter, which you also see in my look today. I love it. I love what it does to a look. You know, I think it makes a look I think it makes it look super, super interesting, you know. So that's just my take on pressed glitter. So I saw these palettes. These are 4 palettes. We have the Sangria palette. Everything is, of course, connected to, like, you know, no, is it a long drink? It's cocktails. It's cocktails. All right, so let me just try to get the sheet off. Otherwise, you'll just see the reflection. 1 second. I just why can't I peel this off? I have no nails. I just cut my nails, and now I'm there we go. All right, so there you go. And this is really vibing a little bit like the Butterfly Kisses palette, a little bit in that direction. Super pretty. This one here is a pressed glitter. I have not used any of this. I will tell you, if there's anything that I've used, I think honestly that the palette from the Envy palette, sorry, from Lucky Bunny Cosmetics is the only thing that I have used, because all of these other things I only got now, like the day before yesterday. So this is the Sangria palette. So super pretty. Let me just put this back in here. I still have to do flat lace with most of the things. So, okay. So there we have this. I have to tell you something about this. You see this, the name? So in German, I would say, I think this would be Strawberry Daiquiri. My husband, who is American, he laughed at me when I showed him the palette, and he said, don't say that in the video. People are going to be flat on the floor laughing at you, you know? So apparently in English you say daiquiri. I don't know where that is coming from. Why would one pronounce it daiquiri? Anyway, so this is the theme of the palette. I think it is super, super pretty. Strawberry daiquiri. Cute, right? So this is the pressed glitter, which has a shift to it. It shifts between basically those shades and a green. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So that is the Strawberry Daiquiri palette from the Beauty Crop. The next one, Mojito, Mojito, Mojito. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong too, honestly, because I don't know. So I bought this whole bundle for this palette because it's green. Obviously, right? I need longer nails. Sweeties. All right, look at this one and check out this baby. Does that say Leorah all over? It should not say Mojito, Mojito, Mojito. It should say Leorah, Leorah, Leorah. Right? So this is the palette. It is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I mean, look at this. It's beautiful. So this is here, of course, the pressed glitter. Really, really, really beautiful. Love it. Cool greens, and then this warm pressed glitter here, and then of course this rusty kind of like muted orange. It's really cool. Really, really beautiful. And then the last one is the Pina Colada palette. I wonder if that is the right way to say it. I have no knowledge of cocktails, you know? I used to, like, in my previous life when I was still fat, sorry, but when I was still fat, I used to drink stuff like this, and I used to eat everything I wanted, of course, but you know, I'm not going to do that because it has so many calories. So this is the Pina Colada palette. This is, of course, a sort of a rainbow palette, which just sort of fit in with everything I have already. Really, really nice. Plus, this is going to be, of course, the first impression for me of the beauty crop, which is sort of like I need everything, you know, obviously. Yeah. Okay, so this is the, what's it called? Pina Colada palette. And I also want to point out that immediately when I saw what they have there, because they have a lot on their website, I saw what they have there and immediately sent in a request for a discount code. Just so you know, okay, I have one. You'll find it in the description box. I have not used any of this, so I feel a little bit ashamed that I just went ahead and applied for a code, but I know that I always make everything work. You know, for me, that is not even an issue that I think, oh, now I'm affiliated with that brand, and what if I don't like it? I have liked everything so far that I have in my collection, you know, so I'm not worried about that. Just in case you want to save some money and want to support me, then this is what you can do. You know, you'll find all my codes in the description box. Okay, so this is the beauty crop. Let me just pile it up here on this side, and let's go on to maybe this one. This is the Blessed and Beautiful Cosmetics new release. Actually, by now it's not the new release anymore. This was, though, a new release when I bought it, because I bought it immediately. I bought it. I don't know. So I bought this immediately because, let me tell you, I know that this is a neutral, mostly neutral palette, and you might be surprised that I'm loving this, but I already, when I saw this and spoke about this in my new makeup releases video, when it just released, I said that this is I love the vibe. I love the vibe of the brand Blessed and Beautiful Cosmetics. How much more beautiful can a name be? You know, I mean, really, Blessed and Beautiful Cosmetics. It's awesome. And then this is the Queen palette. Like, really, this is like custom made for me. Maybe not necessarily the color scheme exactly, but the brand and the name of the palette and this whole vibe. I think right now she also has come out with a royalty palette and stuff. This is like, this could be my brand, seriously, you know? So this is what the palette looks like. Let me just show this to you. So we have neutrals basically, and then also a few more like rosy tones, and then of course the greens and the yellow and the orange. Yeah, so, and here we have a lot of pressed glitters. This row and this half row is pressed glitters, which I have no problem with, sweeties. So I'm super excited that I have this now. Really, really pretty, and I'm just always so excited to try out new brands and see if I like them and what I think about them. But already the first vibe of this whole brand is just so amazing, you know? So let's go on to the next brand where I think the vibe of the whole brand is also absolutely amazing, and that is Doll Hospital Cosmetics. This is the palette that I ordered, and I know that this is not the color scheme that you would expect. Probably. Let me just show you. This is the Comfort Zone palette, but when you see the palette, then you will understand why this is called the Comfort Zone palette. And I'm sure this could be the comfort zone for a lot of people. So I bought this because I wanted to support this beautiful, beautiful brand. The owner, she is doing such an amazing, amazing work to destigmatize mental health issues. And I'm so in support of that. You know, I never thought I would be, but ever since I have been stricken down with panic attacks, I know how important it is, and I know how important also the reactions of your family and other people from the outside are to that. And I believe 100,000% in her and in her work, and wrapping basically her whole brand around this topic. So this is Doll Hospital Cosmetics. Please go and check her out. She also, when I approached her, she gave me a 60% discount, which is absolutely amazing. And I thank you so, so much for being so like forthcoming and so sweet and so kind to me. And I cannot wait to use this, you know. So here we have two pressed glitters here. And overall, it is of course a very, very light leaning and very, very sweet and lovely palette. I'm sure I can use this a ton also on customers. So this is gonna be really, really pretty for like more, you know, comfort zone kind of looks, you know, even though I have to say that this is comfort zone for me too, but I'm kind of like in different categories. It's just another sign of me being all over the place. But anyway, that is that. This is Doll Hospital Cosmetics, the Comfort Zone palette. Something else that is super exciting for me is my first palette from Lucky Lashes. This is the Glam Now Smoke Later palette. I saw this in my new makeup releases video. I wanted it right away. I signed up. No, I didn't sign up. I don't think one could sign up because that was sneak peek maybe a month before it released. And then I just missed it. It sold out so fast that I just couldn't get my hands on this, you know? And then the whole story was that some of the palettes didn't get shipped, or people stepped away from having purchased this because of the pandemic. Maybe they thought they can't afford it or whatever, you know. So she put it out there. The owner, I don't know if it's a woman honestly, but I'm just gonna say she because whatever, sorry. So the owner put it out there on Instagram that she still has a few available because a few people sort of, you know, stepped away from buying this. I got in touch with her. She said, yes, okay, I have a few more. I said, how can I pay you? By the time this whole conversation was over, the palettes had sold out again. So I'm so glad that this palette got back restocked. Sweeties, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't this one of the most beautiful palettes you've ever seen in your entire life? You know? This is so beautiful. I just, you know, back then, like a year ago or something, I would never have bought this because of course this is a cannabis themed palette. But I sort of, you know, when I started to work with the Cara Beauty High Times bundle, I sort of got over it because, you know, it's beautiful. I want to have the beautiful makeup, you know. So that is unfortunately how shallow I am. This is what I'm doing now. I'm not even feeling bad about it. It's beautiful. Let me just show you. These are the pressed glitters. This one here and this one here. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So this is so well done. I can't even believe it. So this I bought immediately once it restocked. Immediately, I didn't even wait for anything. I bought it because I was so scared that it would sell out and then I wouldn't have it anymore. So this is coming, sweeties. Can't wait. It is an issue, you know. I haven't even used everything that I showed you last time in my June haul, and I have so much more. It is really stressful. So, okay, let's go to this one. This is the Bella Forever palette, the Love is Love palette. I also saw this in during my research for my new makeup releases videos, and I was like, oh, jewel tones. You know, this was also a new brand for me, and it was also quite inexpensive. I don't remember exactly what the price was. Let me just show you. It is a little bit, sorry for if there's a little bit of staining around the frames here, but let me just get this into frame for you. Jewel tones as far as you can see, you know, it's awesome. Super, super pretty. I thought when I ordered this that the palette would be bigger and the pans would be bigger as a result of that. I don't mind it being like that at all. I kind of really prefer it because it's really cute and like more handy. Does one say that? I don't know if that's the right word. It's like more practical, you know, if it is not a super huge palette. But anyway, I think this is super beautiful. This is also just Leorah in a palette. Just if you were to throw in a few more like really vibrant greens, then this could be like my perfect palette, you know. So again, I wanted to try a new brand, and I thought this could be an amazing, amazing way to try Bella Forever Cosmetics. Plus, if you see, I don't know if you can see it, if you see how sparkly the shimmer shades are, it is so beautiful. I hope it shows up. If not, then I'm sorry. But they are super, super pretty. Cannot wait to use this. To lose this. I almost said it the wrong way. Okay, one more palette. Actually, there are 4 more palettes, but let's go to this one. This is from Natalie Cosmetics. This is also something that I found through my new makeup releases videos, because let me show you and you will understand in just a second. Here. This is how she looks. It is such a beautiful, mostly cool neutral palette, and I remember that I said in the video that everybody would be pretty in a palette like this. This is the kind of palette that makes anyone look beautiful, you know. And I have gotten feedback from some of my subscribers who said, you know what, I saw you talking about this palette and I went ahead and ordered it because of you. So that was absolutely amazing. I love it when that happens, not because I want you to spend money, but if you want it already anyway, and then you come back and say, wow, you showed this to me and I'm loving it and I'm so glad I have it. That is just such a nice, you know, feedback for me. So awesome. Thank you so much. This is a beautiful palette. Love it. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Like, if a neutral palette, rosy neutral palette, this is what I want to see, you know. It is super well done for my complexion, let's say, okay, because I don't know how it would work, of course, on like very dark skin tones and stuff, but for me, because this is of course here for me, it's all gifts for me. All right, so now let's go to, no, I want to leave the big thing for the end. Let's go to something that I bought locally in my Kiko Milano store. So I did go ahead and buy 3 eyeliner pencils from this line. This is the Intense Color Long Lasting Eyeliner line from Kiko Milano, which is super, super beautiful. So I have here, let me just glance down to see. This is the Pearly White, this is the Pearly Gold, and this is the Metallic Malachite. This is how they look, okay? Really liking them. I have a lot of this series already. I wish they would come out with more spectacular colors, like really exceptional colors, but for the most part they're normal colors with like a blue and a teal and a purple and like a green, okay? But I wish they would come out with like even with neons and stuff like that, but they won't. But anyway, this is that. And I also tried a brow product for the first time from Kiko Milano, and this is the Eyebrow Sculpture Automatic Pencil in 05 Deep Brunettes, and I love this. I love this so bad. It is so much better than an eyebrow pencil. This is like an eyebrow gel in a pen, sort of, you know. I hope you can see when I'm holding this up, and it has really made my eyebrow game so much better, so much easier. It's just beautiful. I mean, I'm not only using this, I'm also always using an eyeshadow on top of it, which also happens to be one from Kiko Milano. Yeah, so that is it's beautiful. It makes my life so much more easier, whatever. So let me just put this back, and now let's go to this. I have ordered this, I don't know, when have I ordered this? Let me just check, because I have some notes here. Maybe I can find out when I ordered this, because this has been, I almost forgot that I had this. I'm sorry. This I ordered on April 8th, and now I got it. These are also eyeliner pencils, and this is from AliExpress. Of course, all of these were stuck because of the pandemic, of course. Yeah, so you can see there is a silver, there is, you know, a mauve shade, there is a white, there is like a very bright green, there is a fuchsia here, a pink, and then a light blue, and another like a deep green, and a black and a brown. So I ordered them. I actually found them because of Nikki Raven, because in one of her videos she used this one, the light green, and she had also ordered it from AliExpress. I always, you know what, I tried to find out the website of that brand, but I don't think it has one. This is Davis. It says here Davis, just Davis. So I don't know. I'm going to try to link the place on AliExpress where you can get this. They were really inexpensive, but they have a super beautiful like bougie feel, you know, like they're not, they don't feel cheap at all, you know. So I haven't used them yet, but I saw on Nikki's channel that she used this one and how beautiful it looked. So that was enough for me to want to order them, and I went ahead and did that. It was a long time coming, but anyway, that was that. And I think one more thing I picked up locally, that is just a black waterproof eyeliner, because I need something to tightline my waterline on my upper lashes, you know. So that's why I always need a waterproof one, and this here is from Pupa, I believe. Yeah, this is Pupa. That's the shade 100, just a normal black waterproof eyeliner, which is like an automatic one that you can like go up. How do you say that? Screw up? No, that's not. That's not the right word. You know, like twisted up to come out. I don't know. All right, yeah. All right, so now let's go on to the biggest thing that I've ever gotten, I think, and that is Kiko Cosmetics. Sweeties, I have featured Kiko Cosmetics on my channel already. I featured the Neon palette and the Fun Brick Owl palette, I think it was called, and I loved the formula. I loved it so bad, and these two palettes I had gotten from my best friend in America as a gift, and now they came out just recently with the Muse collection. Let me just get this here closer because I need to show you this. So I got this Muse collection and I thought, okay, so it's 3 palettes, you know. In the Muse collection it was the Hera, the Athena, and the I'll tell you in a second when I'm opening this, but it came in this box. This is like a PR box, sweeties. This is unbelievable. Of course, you can also order them separately, you know, if they're still available. I have no idea. So anyway, one opens this like this. So there we have the first palette, which is the Aphrodite palette. This is how it looks. I'm going to show you the palettes in depth in a second. I just wanted to show you if I can figure this out. And then you open the box like this. Like this. Let me just get up. Okay, so you open the box like this, and then you have these palettes here, the follow-up palettes, sort of the other two. Does one see this? I think you might. So this is how they look. The Hera palette here, and then in the middle the Athena palette, and then here the Aphrodite palette. I think that's how one would pronounce it in English. So let me just show you the palettes because they are absolutely beautiful. Also a surprise for me because I'm actually ordering some neutrals now these days, you know. So anyway, but it is sort of always neutrals combined with colors, which is a super nice thing to have. So this is the Aphrodite palette, super pretty. I think there are pressed glitters. I think this one and this one maybe. I'm not 100% sure. I will have to, you know, I have to check. What does it say here? Let me see. Packed with a selection of 16 highly pigmented mattes and striking shimmers. So there are no pressed glitters. No pressed glitters. It just looks like it. But amazing. Amazing, because it looks so glittery and shiny that I would have thought that this is a glitter. But anyway, so this is the Aphrodite palette. Let me just open the box again. It's like, how am I doing this? Sweeties, are you still watching? Please drop a comment if you're still watching, because if this is getting boring, then I'm really sorry. Okay, Athena. The Athena palette, I'm just so into like the goddesses and the queens and all of that. Is that like, I don't know, a need for empowerment? I don't know. I don't think so, because I do really usually feel quite empowered anyway, but it's just my thing, you know? So this is a little bit more more muted, a little bit more lovely in that sense, you know. So if you want color but you don't want to have it in your face like crazy, like I do usually, then this might be a beautiful palette for you. Again, this one here is super striking. It cannot be that this is not a pressed glitter. It looks so sparkly, you know. Amazing. So this is the Athena palette, and then my most favorite, I think, as of like just from seeing it, struggling with that PR box. Okay, it's not a PR box because I paid for this, you know, I paid for the whole price, but anyway, it looks like a PR box would look if I had ever gotten one. So this is the Hera palette, and this is of course a more mysterious, darker, grungy palette, which I absolutely, it's so beautiful, so beautiful. And I know for a fact that the formula, if it is anything like those other palettes that I've already mentioned, that I've tried before and featured here, go ahead and check out that video. You'll find it on my channel. Such a good formula, you know, so pigmented and so good to work with. So if these palettes are anywhere close to what I know already from Kiko Cosmetics, then this is going to be such a pleasure, such a pleasure. So together with that, there was like a special on the website when I ordered this. And for every palette that you buy, you could either choose, I think, a single eyeshadow or a brush. So I'm not too much into single eyeshadows as of right now, but what I do need is eye brushes. I need so many eye brushes per look because I'm really I'm very particular in the way I'm using my brushes, and I never use a brush for 2 different shades or whatever, you know, and they're always clean, by the way. I never have dirty brushes in my collection. So I ordered for those 3 palettes that I got three of those, you know? So I don't have any numbers here, but it is of course here a pencil brush, and then you have like a flat fluffy shader brush and a blending, like a roundish blending brush. Let me just hold them into the camera for you. The feel of them is super luxurious, super soft and fluffy, and really nice. I'm super excited to see how they hold up with my strict washing brushes routine or regimen that I have every single day. I cannot wait to put them through the test, through the ringer, you know? They feel super nice, and I'm very excited about them. Even like when I feel them, they feel nicer than the ones from Sigma, honestly. But let's see how they hold up. I'm super excited. They're gonna go now straight to my little thingy for my brushes. Okay, so that is it. I think I've totally completely powered myself out, and now I better get towards editing and writing this huge description box so I can link everything for you. That is going to be the biggest part of my day probably. Okay, so anyway, if you did enjoy yourself here, then please let me know down in the comments, or if you have anything else that you want to add, then please feel free to do so. Plus, if you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you here, and I will see all of you back tomorrow here on my channel for my new makeup releases video, which is going to be a mile long. So please schedule your day that you will have at least an hour to spend with me. Sweeties, I know it's crazy, but sweeties, we all love makeup and we love to spend time together, right? So that's what we're doing tomorrow. Thank you for being here today, and yeah, so go ahead and sparkle. I'll see you here tomorrow. Hugs and kisses. Bye.